What happens when a reservoir that the city depended on dries up? This is what a Chilean region is grappling with. A 13-year drought has hit the country, bringing water levels to a historic low. Our next report telling you more.
Until 20 years ago, this reservoir was the main source of water for the central Chilean city of Valparaiso. It held enough water for 38,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools. But today, this is how it looks. The water could hardly fill up 2 pools now. Fish skeletons littered everywhere and desperate animals searching for water. You can see the dried and cracked earth from far away. It is hard to even stand on the surface. A historic 13-year drought has hit the region. Rainfall has slumped and temperatures continue to rise. An ideal recipe for a climate catastrophe. The company that supplies water to this reservoir says that water is at a historic low.
Basically, what we have is just a puddle of water, actually mud, and it's completely unusable. This is especially significant if you think that several decades ago, the Penuelas reservoir was the only source of water for all greater Valparaiso. We are talking about a dantesque situation from the perspective of the drought.
Chile is the world's largest copper producer, and the extreme change in weather has stoked tensions. Copper processing needs a lot of water for production. So Santiago is making unprecedented plans for potential water rationing.
The water situation in the country is critical because today we are seeing the impacts that were predicted 20 and 30 years ago in regards to a decrease in rainfall, an increase in the drought periods that will affect the productive systems. We have seen this with the rise of prices of products or with products that aren't produced anymore and that need to be imported. At a global crisis level, the vulnerability of certain basins with water supply problems, such as the Mapocho Basin, which could face rationing if there is no rain.
Chile hugs the continent's Pacific coast. This helps block large storms from arriving, and in normal times, some low-pressure storms unload precipitation over Chile. In winters, this converts to snow in the Andes Mountains. But global sea temperatures are constantly rising, disrupting this entire process. Experts have pulled out research from past 400 years. And they show how rare the current drought is.
If it doesn't rain this year, we will be left with nothing to do. There is no alternative because the animals are getting weaker and are dying every day.
What experts had warned against decades ago has become a reality today. Water bodies are turning into deserts. This reservoir in Chile can hardly be called one anymore. Rusting piers and old boats now sit in this barren landscape, an eerie island in the middle of what was once home to many flora and fauna.
When there was water in the lake, people used to practice kayaking, boating, water motorcycling. Now there is no water. It is a desert here. Animals are dying.
Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.